Hi everyone, and welcome to another Homebrew Buffoonery tasting edition. Okay, so today's tasting is all about my Twinkles Cat Tooth, which is the beer that I brewed in episode 20, the two-pot tribulation, I think it was called, and that was my first brew with my two pots infinite loop system. So here's my Cat's Tooth Black IPA. It's 21B in the BJCP guidelines. The figures for it: 3.4% alcohol. I'll tell you about this in a second why it's only so low. OG of 1040 and FG of 1014. And I used 0.4 of an ounce of Amarillo at 30 minutes in the boil, and 0.4 of an ounce of Mosaic at 15 minutes in the boil. And to get it to go black, there is some pale chocolate malt in it. But not much, just a little tiny bit. Now the reason it's only 3.4% is because that was my first ever brew with two pots, so I had sort of 12, maybe 14 litres of water, but I didn't scale up the grain bill. So I've got a low grain bill for the amount of water that I had. So whether it'll affect the flavour or not, I'm not sure, but we'll have to see, won't we? It says here, it's a speciality IPA and a beer with the dryness, hop forward balance and flavour characteristics of American IPA, only without the roastiness which comes from the dark malts to make it black. So, which is quite quirky, really. I quite like the idea of that. And it says the flavour of darker malts is gentle and supportive and not a major flavour component, and drinkability is a key characteristic. Now, what I also did with this was a raw ale, Twinkles Raw, as in there's a tasting video on that already, so you can have a look at that. That was the recirculation through the spent grain, so this is the actual proper first run-ins, so it'll be interesting to see what's happened to it. So let's get it opened, see if there's any gas in it. Oh, nice bit of gas, that's good. And oh, look how lovely and clean that is. It's not very fizzy though, is it? Not much of a head on it. I'll give it a bit of air. Okay. So there we are. That is really black, isn't it? That's good. If I hold it up to a light there, it's sort of like a reddish hue to it. Yeah, it's like quite a reddish hue to it, really. It's not very clear, but it's definitely black, and it's definitely an IPA. So colour range from dark brown to black. What colour do you think that is? And should be clear, although unfiltered dry hop versions may be a bit hazy. I've just done another video on another IPA, and I think as it warms up, the chill haze will clear out and it'll become a little bit clearer. If opaque, should not be murky. It's not that, it's nice and clean. And a good headstand, light tan, some tan colour is acceptable. So that's pretty good. So let's have a whiff. Ooh. Medium to low high hop flavour, tropical stone fruit, melon, citrus, berry, pine and resinous. No, I'm not getting that. Sort of like lemon, limey kind of flavour to it, which is okay for the IPAs, which I'm looking for. There's a bit of a skunky kind of smell to it, so I'm not sure what that is. It's not sulphurous, I think. Not sure. Well, let's see what's it say for the aroma. Aroma, hop aroma, stone fruit, tropical, dry hop can have additional floral, herby, grassy aromas. Light chocolate, coffee or toasty notes, none of that. Some clean or lightly caramel malt sweetness may be found in the background. Well, that's none of them. It's nowhere near as fresh as the School's Out IPA, which I brewed. Nowhere near. Yeah, there's something wrong there. Something wrong. Let's have a taste. Medium, low to high hop flavour. So basically, it's got hops in it. Oh, there's some roastiness there. There's like a really, really light stoutiness to it, but then there's the hop bitterness. It's not sharp, but it's quite a striking, clean bitterness that comes through at the end. And it says here, tropical stone fruit, melon, citrusy, berry, piney or resinous. No, I can taste the roastiness there. Base malt flavour is generally clean, low to medium intensity, and they have low caramel toffee flavour. That's what it's got. That's what it is. Yeah, it's like a caramel without the sweetness, and that's almost. It's like a light stout, really light stout. There's none of the freshness and none of the clean, citrusy kind of flavours that I'd look for in an IPA. Maybe I use too much chocolate note. The roasted notes should not be intense, ashy or burnt, which they're not, and should not clash with the hops. Low to moderate fruitiness, but not is acceptable, but not required. Well, there's some cleanness from the hops there. I wouldn't say it's particularly tropical or piney. No, definitely not that. It's not citrusy at all. But it's clean, and there's a nice bitterness to it. A little bit watery on the mouth, and then you can just feel the sort of sharpness of the bitterness at the back. But the overriding thing there is that it's stouty. There's a very light stoutiness to it. Medium bodied, it's light to medium, I reckon. Roasted malt derived astringency, perhaps that's what it is. Dry up versions didn't do that. Creaminess is maybe present, but it's not required. There's definitely some creaminess there, and a smooth alcohol warming. I think we're getting to it now, because that's definitely got some warming to it. But 3.4% is way out of style, so I think if I was to do this again, I'd get the grain bill right for a start, and I would possibly think about using as little coloured malt, roasted malt as I could, and ramping up the hops, because it's not like a golden IPA. Yeah, definitely not. It's like a really, really light stout, and there's some carbonation, sort of a carbonation flavours coming through as well. So I'm not sure that's exactly how it should be. So I might have to give it another go, because I do like the style of it. It's quite refreshing, actually. Stout would be quite heavy, but that's really, really quite refreshing. So I might give that another go towards the summer, and I'll use less chocolate malt, because I don't think I needed as much as I did to get the darkness out of it. And then I'll use a bit more of the New World Amarillo Citra Mosaic hops, and see if I can get that more citrusy, tropical fruity flavour that I like. But for the moment, it is what it is, black IPA, almost, I suspect. Probably not right in style, but that's it, time to say ta-ra now. And as usual, you can like and you can subscribe. You can leave a comment below if you want. And keep an eye out for more tasting videos in the future. And should you get it brewed? Probably not.